Good morning. I pray that your Tuesday was filled with spaces and places of joy, of peace, of happiness, that you were able to do something that made you smile, maybe accomplish something that you've been putting off for a while, or maybe you just found some time to have rest and relaxation. Today I want to talk about a topic that I think is really important, particularly for this time of year, as we set new intentions or resolutions. And so the topic is showing up for yourself. Showing up for yourself. So many of us show up in so many ways for other people. We show up to our jobs. We show up for our children. We show up for our families. We show up for our partners and our husbands. We show up for our parents. But the question is, how are you showing up for yourself? Are there spaces and places in your life that you take you as seriously as you take everyone else? For some of us, I remember when I was raising my children, and this is important, I'm not a shopper. I don't like shopping. And so, but if my children needed something, I would go and shop and I would go and look for things and buy it for them, and it would be no problem. But if I needed something, I would put it off, and it would just be really problematic. Didn't really like doing it, really resented it. And one of the things I learned was that I was not giving myself as much attention as I was giving everyone else. I was not making myself as high a priority as I was making everyone else. So you may say, well, I show up for myself. I make sure my nails are done. I make sure my hair is just right. If you're a woman, I make sure that my face is beat before I leave the house. I make sure that my clothes are right. I work out. And that's good. That is one form of showing up for yourself. But I invite you to consider, are there other ways that you may not be showing up for yourself as well as you show up for other people? Let's take, for example, if there was something as simple as there's a TV show that you really want to watch, but the person who's with you wants to watch something else and wants you to watch with them. And that may be good every now and then because we want to be in communion with the person who we're with. But does your show always get put on the back burner? Does the activity that you want to do always come second to what everyone else wants to do? How are you showing up for yourself? Showing up for yourself is sometimes we're involved in conversations, and so the person who we're talking to is expressing their opinion, and they may be very confident about what they're saying. They may be very forceful about what they're saying. However they may be presenting themselves, we don't give ourselves permission to honestly engage in the conversation, to honestly give our opinion, to honestly express the desires of our heart or what we feel, because we have fears of we don't want any confrontation, we don't want to make the person angry, maybe our thoughts are not as important. Whatever our reason, I ask you, are you showing up for yourself just even in the way that you communicate? I know that some of you, all of you, have wonderful ideas, that all of your thoughts are relevant because they're yours. But guess what? Some of you won't even share your thoughts. You won't share your comments. You won't share your concerns. You won't share how you feel for whatever your reason is. But by not sharing it, by not contributing to the conversation, then that sets the stage that some things may occur that you're not necessarily in agreement with. That there's some things that may occur that you have not agreed to, but because it was not what you wanted to do, it was not how you felt, but you didn't say anything. You didn't contribute to the conversation. You didn't offer your observation. And what I'm suggesting is that is an important way where you did not show up for yourself. How many times have you been in a conversation and when it was over you said, I wished I really would have said that. I really wished I would have expressed that thought. You know, you're thinking it in your head, but it's not being shared with someone else. And I'm not insinuating by any shape of the imagination that all of your thoughts are the most important thoughts. No, but what I am saying is that how you feel and your position is equally as important as the position and the thoughts of the person who you're interacting with. Now, do we have to speak on everything? No, 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 no. But I invite you to consider, are there times in your life when you really should have spoke up, but you didn't? When you did not show up for yourself? And if any of this fits you, if you're not showing up for yourself as well as you should, I invite you to start today. And the simplest example in how I came up with this topic, I got up this morning and I was doing a yoga practice. And the instructor began by saying, our intention today is to focus on showing up for yourself. And she explained it as, when you're doing the poses, you know, today you may not be able to do the same pose in the same way you did it yesterday. You may be able to do it better, but today I want you to focus on showing up for yourself, for being present to what your body requires for today and honoring your body. And I would say that to you in your life in general. Each day in each situation, I invite you to show up for yourself, to honor what you need in that moment, to honor what you are able to do, how emotionally you are able to be present. Some days we are fully present emotionally, and some days it's a struggle. And so let's let that be okay. The challenge is not to be perfect, but simply to show up for yourself and to do that with intention. I love you all, and I would love to hear in the comments, how are you planning to show up for yourself today? And I would also invite you to like and share this video. Talk to you later. Love you much. Bye-bye.